Capcom thinks that they can make some sort of new Resident Evil experience exclusive to the Wii U. What's up, guys? Welcome back to TheReviewSpace, and I think pretty much everybody knows that Resident Evil 6 is not coming out for the Wii U. It came out for the PS3, 360, and all that, but Wii U is not going to be getting Resident Evil 6. But Capcom mentioned that actually a guy, Revelations director Koshi Nakanishi, that would be Resident Evil Revelations or Revelightens for the 3DS, said that there are lots of things I'd like to try out on Nintendo's new console. Wii U certainly looks like it will enable creators to come up with all kinds of never-before-seen gameplay ideas. Nakanishi also said something about the separate screens, or the two screens, where you can have different possibilities, and playing on a TV screen would enable sharing the experience in a way that wasn't possible on Nintendo 3DS. I feel it would let us create a very unique and fun Resident Evil game. Interesting. Well, that's very fascinating. Here's an idea to Capcom. Why don't you make a really good Resident Evil game to begin with? Starting with RE6, your main series. Because I can just see this from a mile away. Everybody knows that if it comes out for the Wii U, some sort of new Resident Evil, it's not going to be canon to the storyline, or it's going to be some sort of side quest, or some kind of, you know, a different mission, a side mission, or a spin-off that isn't pertaining to the main series. It's not going to be Resident Evil 7. You know, it's going to be like Resident Evil U. You know what I mean? Just something like that. Resident Evil duality. And it's going to utilize the Wii U, well, its controllers and the pads and the screens. It's going to be able to use what the Wii U has available. But it's just like, you can just tell, man. I mean, it's going to be a different story. It's probably going to be pretty decent. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a quality game. But it's not going to be in the main series, and that's the main problem, is that people are complaining about the RE6. And it's like, why don't they actually try something different with the main series to begin with, instead of doing a Gears of War knockoff? You know, isn't that just kind of corny? Isn't that just kind of lame? I love it when they treat Nintendo's consoles like, they'll make like separate games for them, as if it doesn't matter. Like, the fan base is almost irrelevant to the main series. It's like, these guys don't matter. These are idiot Nintendo fanboys, and these are Nintendo Wii U owners who don't care about the main series, have no idea. They don't deserve a main series version. Rather, give them some sort of spin-off or some sort of crappy... You know, I mean, it's like they remade Resident Evil games for the N64 and like the GameCube way back in the day. All these re-releases and remakes and rehashes. I mean, honestly, like, the days of Resident Evil 4 is gone. You know, after that, I don't want to say it flopped on the GameCube, but the PS2 version kind of cut in on the glory of that game for the GameCube. The PS2, the fact that RE4 came out on PS2 as well, it took away a lot of the glory, a lot of that attention from the GameCube version, which I will continue to say should have been a GameCube exclusive. Same way that, you know, Metal Gear Solid 4 was a PS3 exclusive. It's not necessarily a franchise that is exclusive to the Sony or Microsoft or any other company, but at that one time, at that one generation, that one big game was exclusive to one console. And RE4 should have been exclusive to the GameCube. And I know it's kind of nice that they re-released it for the Wii, and, you know, so Wii players got a chance to play it as well and got to enjoy it. That's awesome. But, man, I mean, it's like, those days are past. You know, it's kind of like a little bit too late to enjoy it as an exclusive to Nintendo. So, I mean, that's just my 2 cents on that. Yes, it is true, and I agree with this guy, that the Wii U offers numerous untapped possibilities for the franchise. Yes, but it has to be a relevant game. Meaning, make it count, make it part of the main series, make it a Resident Evil 7. Only on the Wii U. How insane would that be? And it'd be like totally groundbreaking and totally different from RE6 and RE5. It wouldn't be so much the Gears of War, but it's more like a completely different feel to it, a different tone, more survival horror. That would be very cool. Doubt Capcom would do that, of course, but you never know. So that's it for this episode of Review Space. Thank you for watching. Until next time, ciao.